Already, you know I'm about to wreck this hoe. I'm about to wreck this beat right here, yo. About to wreck this hoe. About to wreck it. Already. Let's go. Hands to the ground, I roam like the champ. Mama was low, I was born as a bitch. I walk like the gnome, running up on you, riding them gone on a pony. Like a turtle dove, I was born into concrete. Driving off faster than a wizard, carting up and down on a magical mushroom, turning into gold like Medusa. Versace tears tossed like waves, like a tsunami rolling out Houston. Goofy's ears, tricycle flying when I start swinging at you, chopping. Zorro riding away in front of an army. King of the mountain, ground well from the foundation. Fountain swapped in the air like a flounder. Gladiator fights in the arena. I'm a monster like a giant. Climbing his beanstalk, tambourine, pounding the trampoline, burning my dreams to 2 towns, sliding through on a doom buggy, paddling the newspaper. This town wants me to make it. I rattle and shake like I'm crazy, cradle the hand of poker and shake my hand with the buzz of mocha, digging like a possum, pin up the badge on an officer wanted for banging Melton, welded and ooze like the boss. I die to play like the Clorox, march in the night like a sleepwalker, sleep in the cemetery, walk like a corpse of the military, lie down on the moon of cheese, scour the land like a dinosaur, power my way like a long neck, cower and lay like a reptile, devour sour berries. I pick on the fence line, tower the lake like an octopus, riding the river like a vein or artery, towel around and swirl through your body, whirl and pour out the wound from battle. Slide on the ground like a cobra, proud of my hand that works for his outcome. Blow up like a balloon or colostomy bag and shoot the shit from a man in an old folks home. School when I boot dance, my ass was on fire like I juice from hot sauce. Sad like Eeyore, buck around like the horse of Woody. Born like Ren, I walk the world like a chameleon. I'm wild and gay as I eat like a piglet. Mild and rated, poor than average, underrated like a movie's content. I rip the head off my enemy and cock back and bulldoze a player. I tower over McCock and here's why. I stand in place and shake my head around in fury. I Trey burrow like Optimus Prime. I take the mind of criminality and entwine the vines of dangerousness like a brain surgeon type of chromosome you will find from an alien. I die to play if them apes weren't dangerous. Wipe the ants of foul activity and pour out the enormous power. I tear the recipes of organic illusions like fruit off of a flower. Round about the karate stick withers like a black belt. Battle brat microphone standing in the tunic. Unbearable shots from the juice that got me swallowed by a baby. Unchangeable truth joins Mama Maria for wine to drizzle my lips. Our time for a kill on earth. Like a pre-party for humanity, I gaily grab a manatee and lavender stream for a dominatrix world takeover party. Now, back to this rap shit. My flow is a rap shit. Jubilee bouncing on my dick, saturated from the thirst of a mountain peak. Ski like a boomerang, on the floor from the ecstasy. They said, why do you live that way, Ryan? I cried to fill up a glass full of tears. I would die to fly in a cape like Santa from the housetop. The game I play is horrible with the strength that would destroy you. I take the yo-yo and swing it all around. You never know where it might go till I swing it like a swing set. Swing the sword in a hoop and chop off my opponent's head. I bow like I bow my head like a ninja and fight like a mortal and wipe the tears off my cheek from a wonderful performance and wore the horror of a monster that tore through my closed eyelids. Cornered Morpheus around the corner, placed my hands on him and took out all his demons like the hallway of exorcism. Each president's eyes moved like a rat from a different dimension. Tattle gasped about he was beaten from the game and wore waves of 3-inch swirls coming from my sideburns. Paddleboarding through the ocean and surfed the waves of California. Tabernacle beard flickering in the wind as I stood on the horizon. Pickled flatulent, cracked out of my ass crack. The way of a martial jiu-jitsu was being taught in Japan. I took my horns and cracked them over his skull. The game announced fatality, flawless victory. I talk a lingo that will get me skiing like a swinger. I steep the fat out of my body like a scientist. I speak a lullaby that creeps the skin of people. Took the will of a creature and wheeled over the hills on a tricycle. Tentacles sliding out of my fingertips. Fasted 40 days like a Hindu captured the enemy and killed him with my bare hands, quilted and tilted to pick a flower, steaming, blowing out of my nose and mouth, eating on a pickle, bare feet, ground, my body mass like a monkey, lasted in ancient times as a legend in the Legion of Mortar. Think torture, a warrior, and battle sorcery is the majestic way of force away from me. Work like an army man and eat the skin off my own body. Whip and defeat the people from existence. Hit a beat that cleanses you from bacteria. Walk with experience and chalk the skin of others. And murders. Walk the streets alone and jaw the meat from a squirrel. Mark the spot with urine and toss people from my vicinity. Box swollen in the ponytail and top the spot in the world. I walked and talk, but there was no one around me.